All right, y'all, you know what it is, man. Rough Draft Sportscast. Go ahead and hit that like, follow, and subscribe button and become one of the RDS gang. Yo, it is Victory Monday, Cowboys fans. That's right, Victory Monday. We now sit at 5-1 atop of the NFC East, headed into the bye week. We just came off a massive win against the New England Patriots, 34-29 in overtime. So a couple reactions to this game. Number one, man, this was 2 games in one. All right, we had to beat the refs and we also had to beat the Patriots. So let's dig into that. First off, we gave the Patriots an entire football field worth of penalties. I mean, we had 12 penalties for over 100 yards. You know that when you're a visiting team and you're coming into Foxborough, just expect to not have calls go your way. You kind of plan, for that in the game plan, but 12 penalties for over 100 yards, that is extreme, man. I mean, and some of those were just real ticky-tack, and the Cowboys weren't getting any of those calls. All those holding calls that they were calling on Tyron Smith and all those guys, we weren't getting any of those calls. I think Randy Gregory got one. And we're going to get into Randy Gregory, but I think Randy Gregory only got like maybe one holding call the whole game, man. So, and he was brutalizing that offensive line. But game number 2 was, it was against the Patriots coaches, and first off, man, tip of the cap to the Patriots coaches, man. I mean, Bill Belichick is the GOAT. Everybody knows that. But Sean McDaniels was on another level, man. He kept Dan Quinn and the defense guessing, man. I mean, look, Dan Quinn and Josh McDaniels, have faced each other quite a few times, man. A couple Super Bowls, so they're familiar with each other. So the gamesmanship was definitely there. The one thing I didn't like as far as the defense, if we're going to dig into it, I didn't like using Micah Parsons so much in coverage in the first half, and you saw us get burnt on that wheel route. I think he's great when it comes to things like taking care of like a Texas route over the middle, or taking care of a running back in the flat. He's a short tackler. He is not ready yet to be just put in space and expect him to cover. That's not what he does. Now, will he get there in the future? Absolutely, that's a possibility. But right now, I want him near the line of scrimmage as much as possible, which is definitely what we ended up doing in the second half. We started hitting that A gap, and we started making Mac Jones have to make some quick decisions. But overall, if you look at it, that Josh McDaniels offense with Mac Jones right now, I mean, they up until that 75-yard bomb, they had about 150 yards passing. So it's not like they were really, hitting us on any massive explosive plays. It was a lot of get the ball out in 2 seconds and let those guys pick up some yak. But the Cowboys are sure tacklers, so we did a good job there. We were not doing well in our run fits, though, in the first half at all. We were not doing well in our run fits. I think we were being a little bit over aggressive in trying to jump into some gaps, and we just weren't maintaining our position. So we saw the Patriots early be able to run the ball on us, and that made things a little detrimental to us. Point number 2, man, clock management. We can keep going into it till we're blue in the face, but Mike McCarthy, I don't know where his ideas come from as far as clock management. I think at the end of the first half, there was something like 38 seconds left, and we didn't use any timeouts at all. We just let them run it all the way down, and then the man calls a timeout when they're about to punt with 8 seconds left. What's the point of that? Why are you going to call a timeout with 8 seconds left? You might as well just let it run out at that point. You had 38 seconds. We could have possibly got a play or two out of it. So, I mean, that's the thing, man. We're always going to have to worry about, clock management with Mike McCarthy at the end of the half and at the end of the game. So if I'm Kellen Moore, man, I'm taking that shit completely out of Mike McCarthy's hands. We're going to be aggressive at the end of every half so that Mike McCarthy does not have the opportunity to shoot, to kill our momentum with a boneheaded, clock management. But yeah, man, I mean, we ended up coming out with the win on that one. But special teams, woo! Special teams. Hey, shout out Luke Gifford with the punt block. And, it was kind of poetic justice with the punt block that we got one on them, considering the last time we played them, they got one on us. So, I felt like that was big as far as special teams. Then we had the missed field goal. All right. Then your boy Zuerlein comes back and redeems himself. So I think Zuerlein is going to be kind of a feast or famine type of thing, man. He's going to give you one, but he's also going to give one away at the same time. But at the end of the day, man, I think Dak was absolutely amazing. threw the ball 51 times, but the dagger to CD at the end, man, I think Dak is showing you that his poise is absolutely off the charts. There's not much that's going to rattle this guy, man. He is doing everything that he needs to do in the pocket. Offensive line kept him with a clean pocket. He didn't get sacked one time, 51 passes and no sacks. I'll take that all day long. He came out with a little bit of a calf strain, but we heading into the bye week. That's going to be all good. Shout out to the snotty nose CeeDee Lamb. Had himself a 100-yard game, 9 catches, 100 yards. What else can you say, man? Running game did their thing. They ran for over 100 combined. It's going to be tough to stop this Cowboys offense, man. And this defense is only going to continue to get better. Your boy Randy Gregory, another 2 sacks. Somebody about to make some money at the end of this season, boys. So look, Cowboys Nation, y'all let me know how you feel about this game, man. 5-1 headed into the bye week. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, and subscribe button. Peace.